Welcome back to some Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Darling, and shall we see what's going on our island of Fawnhollow today on a very special episode 100. Woo! Wait, hold on. Let me put down my controller. Clap, 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 clap. We made it to 100 consecutive days of playing some Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is utterly bizarre, I must admit. And what better way to celebrate than the Saturday bug off, the first bug off in the entirety of New Horizons this entire year. This competent, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 3:24 PM on Saturday, June 27th, 2020. How's this for exciting news? Fawnhollow is hosting its very first bug off. The tiny will run until 6 PM. Anyone can participate, just check in at the tent in the plaza. And with that, I'll get back to work supporting you and your enjoyment of our island. So presumably Flick is here, hosting the bug off tournament, just like his predecessor, Nate? I can't remember his name, did in previous iterations. Reese and Cyrus giving us this thing. You know what? I'll do that later. Right now, we're going to do bug off stuff. But firstly, do I have stuff in my inventory? We have a lot of presents in my inventory. Don't worry, we'll do all this stuff off screen. This episode's just going to be catching bugs, because I've got a lot of bugs to catch if I want to get some golden trophies. And unless it's different from the fishing tourney, which would be honestly very surprising. So let's empty out our inventory a little bit, except for the essentials, which perhaps I should have done last night, but you know, apparently I'm not organised enough for that. There's no room. You know what? Whatever, that's good enough. Let's make some fishing nets. Fishing nets? That's not what I meant to say. That's a Pocket Camp exclusive. Let's make some bug nets, and I haven't had to craft tools for absolutely ages, it feels like, so can I remember how to do it? Apparently I can, which is always good. So let's just make one for now. I don't want to use my star net, basically, because the star net is pretty, and pretty things I want to last, rather than use them on this cheap bug off. So clear that favourite. Switch out place and favourite, and we'll have a walk over to our town square to see what Flick has to say for us. I'm going to crack my window open a little bit hot in this room. Hot weather hasn't gone away yet in Britain entirely, although it's definitely not as hot as it was yesterday. Feeling a lot more energetic rather than lethargic, but everyone's presumably out hunting bugs, so hey, it's showtime for the summer bug off. You excited? Of course you are. You feeling it? You feel it, right? But electricity. Today the ward is thinner between this world and the infested realms. The rules of a bug off are simple. Each round you catch as many bugs as you can within 3 minutes. I'll give you points depending on how many bugs you catch. Collect a lot of points and you can redeem them for sacred bug related relics I've been able to acquire. During a bug off, bugs you catch are miraculously transubstantialized. Is that a word? To the bug cage over there by the tent. You can play around anytime as long as you got a net. No pocket space required. Oh, nice. Okay, so we didn't actually have to empty inventory. So, are you ready to join your fellow pilgrims in the bug off? There's no entry fee for first timers. Play around. Why not? Wonderful. That's great. I think you'll find it illuminating and fun. Okay, I'm going to start the timer for 3 minutes. You're going to catch bugs, any kind. Just catch a lot. Oh, and you'll get bonus points if you catch at least 3. So, good luck. Alright. Get ready to transcend. Ready on nets. I love Flick's absolutely bizarre way of speaking about ascending to new realities based on bugs we catch. I thought I saw a butterfly. I might have just been going insane. I might just be a little bit insane. So we'll do our best to try and find any bugs to catch. I think it's going to be considerably harder than finding fish, in my opinion, like in the fish tourney. So I don't know if I'm just blind, but I haven't actually seen any bugs yet. So, you would have thought we'd be absolutely oh, there we go, crawling with bugs, seeing as how many flowers we've got all over our island. Catching bugs significantly harder than catching fish. Was it 3 minutes as well for catching fish in a fishing tourney? I actually can't remember. So that's what we'll be doing. I'll try and fill up the conversations with idle conversations. I don't know what I'll be talking about today. What should we talk about? I don't know. You know what I was thinking about earlier today? I was thinking about books I read from my childhood. Why? I don't know, because I'm not really someone who reads a lot, like nowadays. I used to read a lot when I was younger. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe that's misleading. Maybe you'll be like, oh, man, she read a book like every single day whenever I could, you know, which was not exactly true, but I did like reading a lot. I think I might have talked about this before. I read Harry Potter series, and that I finished remarkably quickly, but I was, where are all these bugs? I was the only like book series oh, there's a bug. That's the only book series I think I read. I like literally could not put it down. I was non-stop reading it whenever I could. I was actually using my spare time instead of playing video games. I was reading Harry Potter because it just sucked me into that world. I got mad respect for that, for J.K. Rowling, for creating a world. I mean, nowadays she's much more. My opinion of her, I suppose, and her opinions have changed as a person, but you know, art from art form, I suppose. Important disconnect, otherwise I'll feel bad for liking Harry Potter. At least the Harry Potter stars who started with movies are really great, so we got that going for us. We caught 3 bugs, which is good, so we'll get the extra bonus. This is so much harder than a fishing tourney. It's so hard to find any fish. Not fish, bugs. Maybe it'd be better if I played at night time. Oh well, I mean, this is my recording, so... I'm sorry, Rowan. Thank you, though. I wonder what months are best... I was going to say Bug Fables, that's a completely different game. In the Animal Crossing for catching all these bugs. Like, which one has the most bugs around? I don't know. It's probably all the same, they're just different bugs. I wonder which bugs are easy to catch. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, I was thinking about books I read in my childhood, and I was trying to think, what was my favourite book growing up as a child? And of course, I saw something over here. No, the fountain! What a nuisance. Is that one actually my inventory bin? Okay, let's open this message in a bottle from Antonio. Fossil door plate, ready now to make that. Oh, you'll be pleased to know all the recipes have gone because Benedict came to pick up more. Actually, more like I dropped them off at his island yesterday. So there we go. Back to our 5-star island. Let's have a chat with Flick. Hey, how was it? Did you make progress in your personal journey towards true infestation? If you're looking for any new friends you caught during a round, then the bug cage by the tent. As always, I'm happy to buy any bugs with whom you didn't plan to form a lasting relationship. But before we talk about buying or selling, let's tally up your round results. The total number of bugs in the bug cage is 4. Oh, that's at least 3, so you get a bonus. Well done, you earn 6 points. And any more points you earn will be automatically added to your total. Save up enough points and you can redeem them for mighty bug related relics. Ask me about that later. How do I sell these? Oh, have you checked your bug cage lately? No reason, but if for some reason you don't want your bugs, I'm happy to buy them all from you. Buy them all? What? Really? You don't need them as spiritual guides? I mean, let me just add it up for you. Let's see, how many bugs for given species and metaphysics? How's the 1,425 bells? Metaphysics? Thanks. I'll be sure to provide a good home for any bugs from your bug cage. I hope you'll play another round. My bug cage actually looks really nice compared to a fishing cooler, I think. Hello there, got questions about bugs? I spent my life seeking the answers. How much does it cost to trade in bug points? Oh, of course. How about I'll buy your bugs and I'll pay extra and I'll give them a good home, I promise. Redeem points. So far your point total is 6, good work. Once you save up 10 points, you can redeem them for bug blessed relics I've obtained. Good luck. Okay, 6. Okay, let's go catch some more bugs. Play around. And we'll get back into the topic of childhood things. Childhood books I read. I was actually having a lot of trouble thinking about other childhood books I've read. Another series I thought of is, I don't know what it's called. Is it His Dark Materials trilogy? The one with the Golden Compass, the Amber Spyglass, and the Subtle Knife. That might be the wrong order now I think about it, I can't remember. I like that a lot. The idea of, they have this, if you haven't read the series, read it, it's pretty cool, I think. They have this thing, what are they called? They're like spiritual familiars. I think they're called demons even. But spelled with A-E, which I must assume is still said as demons, but I don't actually know. So anyway, we had these like demon familiar things. What was the main character's one called? I feel like it starts with a P, but I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, those things were really cool. Having like your own spiritual familiar to guide you, you can communicate with. That's awesome. I want my own familiar. And what was even cooler is... No, got back here, butterfly. Is when you get older, at some point they choose like a permanent form of whatever animal, which is meant to be like related to who you are as a person or something. I don't know if mine would choose a deer. I'm not sure if a deer is who I am spiritually as a person. It's just more like a persona I've adopted myself, I suppose. That's like a different thing, like what you adopt and who you are as a person. Truly, so... I don't know. It's a difficult call, and one that I'm not going to say. That's something the universe has written out for me, rather than me writing out for the universe. Oh, there's some weeds there, let's pick them. So yeah, his Dark Materials trilogy is pretty cool. Amber Spyglass, Subtle Knife. The Subtle Knife was pretty cool. Definitely my favourite of 3. I can't actually remember what the Golden Compass did. It's obviously a compass, so it leads you 2 places. Oh. Presumably, where did it go? Don't know, it disappeared. It definitely, like, pointed you in directions. Was it like you could ask it a question and it would point you in a direction? I can't remember. It's been a very long time since I read that series. It was something like that, but the Subtle Knife was really cool. Subtle Knife could, like, open up dimensions, I think, like rifts. And it would open up dimensions to, like, different worlds or something like that. And then, well, spoilers, there was a downside to doing it, which you find out in the later books, I think. Can't quite remember. Amber Spyglass, I don't remember quite what the Amber Spyglass did. It, like, let you see, like, magical energy or something in the air? Is that right? I don't remember. I don't remember who had the Amber Spyglass. Was it Lyra, the main character? Or was it a third character? I feel like it was a third character, but I also can't remember. Did I introduce a third character? I guess we should also be checking the ponds for giant snakeheads. I don't think we'll be... Oh! Catching another insect. Or will we? We will sneak one in there. 9, that's a huge amount, I'm not gonna lie. Compared to usual. So yeah, let's actually, let's collect this Nook Mart mission, I suppose. Probably for doing first time bug off, yep. You have to do it in each season, I believe. Wait, what's that summer event to look forward to? Oh, is that bug off only in summer? I thought it would be one for every season. But anyway, while we're typing up this, I'm gonna look up. What was I gonna look up? Golden Compass. It's kind of hard to type one-handed. Oh, Northern Lights. Yes, of course, it was called Northern Lights, wasn't it? The Golden Compass was a movie. Oh, that's a lot of money. 10,785 bells. Lyra, that was the main character. I remember that. Sentient demons. I feel like it was called like Pandemonium or something. It's not written here. Why don't we see what we get though? By redeeming the points. I don't know. We got 17, so we got 11? Nice. From that one thing. What did he give us? Behold, a termite mound. The epic tale of a pilgrimage to obtain these relics should be written on a scroll or something. Enjoy. Oh, Flick is so adorable. A termite mound? Like, literally? Whoa, okay. Weird, very weird. Hold on, I want to find what her demon is. I feel like it was Pandemonium. Something like that. Demon. Lyra demon. Ah, Pantalaimon. What? I don't know. What does the Golden Compass even do? Let's see. Golden Compass? Golden Compass. What does it do? I put what does it do? Let's play around though. Because there's nothing else going on unless I'm looking over here. Unless I start recording my Google Chrome for some reason. Used to communicate with dust and find truthful answers to one's questions. Okay, so it was sort of like a ask a question thing. Oh, let me get OBS back up so I can see how long I've been recording for. Okay, I was a decent enough diversion into a Northern Lights trilogy. Sorry, but his Dark Materials trilogy. Is that a ladybug? That looks like a ladybug to me. Which would you rather have, a spyglass, the compass, or the subtle knife? Despite thinking the subtle knife's cool, I actually think the golden compass's ability is cooler. Now I read it again. Apparently younger me didn't think it was very cool finding true answers to questions, but you know, there's a lot of unanswered questions in life, which, if you had true answers to, you would be like, wow. I don't know where I was going with that. I know, you can find out a lot of truths about people and yourself and universe. You could be like, is it possible to time travel? How do you work? That sort of thing. Although, doesn't it give vague answers, not actual answers? Praying mantis, I almost didn't see you there. You blended in with the green ground. Sorry, regular mantis. I wonder what's a record for some amount of bugs that someone's caught in a bug off. I missed. I tried to catch some fog once. I missed. Ha ha ha. Ooh. I don't want to... Oh my word. Swing! Swing, batter, 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 swing, batter, swing. So yeah, Northern Lights trilogy. His dark material is pretty good, even though I apparently don't remember a lot of it. But the one I was actually thinking of, and I think is the answer to what my favourite book I read as a child is probably Adolphus Tips by Michael Morpurgo. Michael Morpurgo, if you don't know, good writer. Wrote a lot about stories during the World Wars, I think. I think he was British, I don't know. I should probably stop saying stuff about him, but I don't actually know if it's true or not, but... Yeah, Adolphus Tips, if you don't know what that is, it's a book about... I hope I remember this correctly. It's a girl during World War II, and her life experience during it, and she randomly find a cat, a stray cat or something, just becomes her friend. She names it Adolphus Tips or something, and it's like her diary during that time. Maybe we should talk to our villagers as well, see what they're saying about the bug off. About her... I thought that was a bee there, that wasn't a bee. Her time and experience with Adolphus Tips, and then her life throughout the war, and Adolphus Tips coming back and all that. Good jazz, and then stuff happens. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't read it, and just you're interested in reading it. Perhaps it's a bit late, you know, but whatever. Michael Morpurgo is a good writer. He also wrote Saving Private Ryan, I believe. I hope he did, I hope I didn't just make it up. Which was a very good book, which we had to read in... Oh, how old would I have been? 13 or something? Also, we might need to craft another net kind of soon. Let's do it in the last 10 seconds, because we're not going to catch a bug. We'll do Roscoe's thing over here. Hello, everyone. Let's craft another net. I wish you could just choose the iron reinforced net and it would craft a flimsy net at the same time. It would be so much more convenient, I think. Still, what can you do? Why don't we have a chat with everyone, see what they want to say about the bug off? What are their strats? Maybe we get some cool ideas going on. We're going all out for those bugs today, so I'm fired up. Better get your head in the game, kiddo, or Roscoe's gonna get them all. Perfect weather for some bug catching. Ready or not, bugs? Here I come. Fair enough. Everyone's out hunting bugs. Unfortunately, your villagers are very incompetent at catching bugs, so unfortunately that's never going to happen for them. I feel very sorry. I wish Nintendo would let them catch bugs. Like actually swing and hit them rather than just missing the entire time. But anyway, hello Flick. In the bug cage, yeah, Michael Morpurgo. Good author. Saving Private Ryan. What else has he written? I don't know. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. It's because I'm pressing B to try and skip through his dialogue, but I hit B and I cancelled a thing. Oh, Kensuke's Kingdom! Kensuke's Kingdom. That was one which was read to us by a teacher in primary school. It was really good. Butterfly Line I've heard of, I've never read. Running Wild I've heard of, never read. Warhorse, of course, that's a classic. I haven't read that though. Had like a stage adaptation or something, right? He's a good author. Look at all these great stuff he's written. Is he British, right? Born St Albans, that is absolutely British. 1943. 76. He's born in St Albans. That's a place I know. And have been to. Multiple times, in fact. Anyway, I'm going to stop trying trying to geographically give away where I live. I'm trying to keep some semblance of privacy on the internet and all that. Dear says, despite recording a vlog every single day about Animal Crossing. But anyway, we'll go back to Michael Morpurgo and all his stuff. Great stuff, Adolphus tips. I remember I think I read it back in primary school. So let me think. I was in year, I don't know, but in primary school we had a book fair. As you Americans might call it, a scholastic book fair. I don't know if that's what we called it. I don't think it was. I think we just called it a book fair, to be honest. Maybe it was like book week, book day. I can't remember exactly. No, I'm sorry, praying mantis. Well, I shouldn't say sorry because I guess I'm going to catch you. You probably don't want to be caught, so you're welcome, praying mantis, if anything. Yeah, and it was a book. We had like this little pamphlet full of all the books that were being sold and all that lot. And I saw the cover for Adolphus tips. I was like, huh, that looks interesting. And it was like on sale for like £7 or something, or £5. I think you had to bring in and buy it. So I was like, you know, go to my parents. I was like, hey, book fair's going on. I found a book I want to buy. Can I buy this? And they're like, of course. We want to encourage reading and all that nonsense. If you want to buy a book, buy as many as you want. So I think I bought that. So I was going to buy that book as well as another book. What was it called? I think it was called Mo. It was about like a sentient mobile phone from like an alien planet, and a kid randomly finds it, and then it like some weird stuff happens, and he pretends to be psychic by putting it in his hoodie, putting it in his raincoat, wearing his raincoat backwards and putting his hood over his face while he talked to Mo, the living mobile phone. I'm actually remembering a lot of this, surprisingly. And also apparently bug off got a lot easier somehow, which is good. I would hate to grind this out for ages and ages like I tried to do with Fishing Tourney, but forgot it ended at 6 PM, so I didn't have enough time. Anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, Mo, yeah. Oh, no, I was talking about the book fair. Yeah, so, I wanted to buy Adolphus tips, but then, because it was a hardback copy, and then on the back cover of the book, they had the retail price for it listed at £15. And I was, so when I brought it to, like, the lunch lady or whoever was running the book fair, I can't remember, or maybe it was one of the teachers, they were like, this book costs £15. I was like, £15? I've only got £5. So I didn't buy that book, I bought Mo instead. And then the next day, but, you know, at that point, I picked up the book and I, like, read the blurb and I was like, oh, this sounds really interesting and really good. I really wanted to read it, so I very sheepishly went to my parents and was like, can I have £15 to buy this book, please? Of course, I didn't really like, you know, asking for money and that sort of thing, but, you know, my parents were very encouraging again. They were like, it's reading, don't worry how much money it costs. If you're spending it on buying books, is absolutely fantastic. So I was like, oh, you're entitled bigger. Not entitled, they gave me a lot of money, like £15 or something, £20 maybe, I can't remember, to buy a book, and I bought the book, and then I gave it to a different teacher this time who was like, oh, you only need to pay £5 for this book. Look, it says so here in this pamphlet. So the first teacher was just mistaken, you know. She didn't realise how much it actually cost. So yeah, I think I bought 2 books. Maybe that's when I bought Mo. I'm spamming B, I'm sorry. So that's when I bought it maybe instead. I can't remember exactly, but buy them all, please, just buy them all, just buy them all. And let's have a chat with our other villagers. Hello, Wardy. Hi, Chief. Mind if I watch you catch bugs for a little bit? Sure. I mean, I'll be doing a lot of running around, so it'd be probably a little bit difficult to catch up. So yeah, I mean, I read the book, and it was great. I'm trying to think of what other books I bought from the Scholastic Book Fair. Sorry, Sylvana. Hello. Bug off days are so exciting. I'm not the best at netting bugs, but I'll still try to catch a bunch. Who else have we seen walking around? We've seen Flo and Rowan down here somewhere, I believe. Seen Axel somewhere. Hello, Rowan. I swear, my epic triceps, there's no way I'm going to lose to you, dear. It's not a competition, though, is it? It's literally your own personal gain this time round. There's an actual competition in previous versions. Hello, Diana. Good grief, I just scared off a bug at the last second. Oh well, I suppose I shouldn't let it bug me. That's my sort of humour there, Diana. Who else have we not spoken to? Who else have we even... Oh, there you are, Axel. Sorry, Audie. I swear my... Epic triceps is no way I'm going to lose to you, Motor. That sounds very familiar. I wonder why we've heard that before, Axel. Where's Lily? Is Lily just in her home? Is she not participating in the bug off? I guess she is. I guess she's the designated crafter, so let's do one more bug off before we round off. Might be able to do 2 more if I'm quick. I should talk more about Mo, because now I actually completely forgot about that book until I just spoke about it. It was a book that... So, I'm trying to think how it starts. It was a kid, whose name I can't remember. He was just in assembly. If you don't know assembly, is... I don't know if that's a British term or not. It's basically the morning gathering that takes place with the whole school before, you know, classes start and all that. Excuse me. Stinkbug, that was very rude of you. And then a phone starts ringing during assembly, and he's like the closest one to the door, so then the principal, I was going to say the president, that's not right, the headmaster was all like, I said 3 different terms, the headmaster was like, oh you kid, go find out whose phone it is. So he's like running through like the cloakrooms and stuff, and then as he gets, I think it like ends up in his hoodie, and he's like, that's weird, I don't have a mobile phone. And then the phone starts talking to him. It doesn't have like any buttons or anything. It's just a little screen with a face on. It's like, I'm Mo. I'm not from your planet, I guess. I can't quite remember. I don't remember. And then somehow Mo can tell the future or something. So then the kid pretends he can tell the future, like I said before. And then at one point there, he's like, oh, no, I think maybe one of his friends, or maybe he did, was like, we should like bet on horse races or something and get a load of money from it, right? If you can tell the future. And so they pull a load of money together and bet on maybe it was a dog race, I can't remember. And then the kid's all nervous. He's like, Mo, are you 100% sure you got the bet right? And then Mo's like, yeah, I'm certain. In fact, we're crossing over the finish line now. And turns out Mo was talking about the dog races on his home country, not Earth. Turns out Mo is not very smart and didn't realise the context of the situation. And then his friends are all like, oh, you ripped us off and just stole all our money. And then you didn't really steal it because they bet it on the dog, and the dog lost. So it's more like a losing venture rather than him stealing your money. It's not like embezzlement or anything, but whatever. The kids don't know what that even is. So then they grab Mo from him and they toss Mo into the street, and he gets like hit by a truck or something. Or maybe the truck comes to like a screeching halt. I can't remember. I don't know. Mo dies, quote quote. I'm sorry, that's spoilers for a very old book which most people probably have never heard of. So if you're going to read that, I'm very sorry, I spoiled the ending for you. He dies, and then the kid's like, oh no, and the other kids are all like, oh no, I think we made a mistake. This is not what we wanted to happen. And then it gets weirder. The kids want to bring him back, so they put him in a shoebox filled with batteries, like batteries they scrounged around from the school, like they take it out the TV remotes, and like the projector, and the fire alarm, and they have a kid who needs hearing aids in his school, and they took like the kids. I shouldn't say they. The kid who needed hearing aids took out the batteries from his own hearing aids, and put it in the box as well. And then for some reason they went and had like a gym lesson outside, or a PE lesson as we call it in Britain. And the kid, a fire starts in the school or something, and like the classroom set on fire, except for they take the battery out of the fire alarm, so they don't notice. And the kid who has hearing aids, of course, can't hear anymore because he took the batteries out, so he doesn't hear the raging inferno. And then suddenly he sees it, and he's like, oh my god, fire. And I don't know why the fire alarm system doesn't come on or something, but you know, whatever. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that flick. Actually, why don't we trade in our points and see what we got. So let's read up on points. So there's a fire, and then everyone's all sad because it's like, oh, Mo's actually dead because he got burnt or something, but he didn't actually get burnt. Oh, a bug wand, excuse me. That's pretty cool. So he gets burnt. What's this? A bug cage. That's interesting. We'll see what these are like after we redeem all of the points. A ladybug umbrella, that sounds cute. So let's put a hold back on the story of Mo. What does this look like? Drop item. Shouldn't have dropped it, I should have placed the item. Actually, let's do it not on a path in case I accidentally dig up the path. Is it a butterfly? Oh, cute. I like that a lot more than the Bunny Day one, so that's a switch out for me. A bug cage. Ah, like a butterfly bug cage, I see. That's cute. Never was into butterfly collecting or anything as a child, so... I only know that from Arthur, I think. Ladybug. Interesting. Anyway, we'll do one more bug off thing, because I haven't finished talking about Mo, to be honest. So we're on a bit long. Only 3 minutes longer, but it's fine. But anyway, yeah, so like a fire happens, but Mo was like in a locker. Or something, they had lockers for some reason. It's not very common in British schools, I don't think. To be fair, our school introduced them at some point, like halfway during our scholastic career. Yeah, he was like in a locker, and the kid like rushes into the burning school and like, Mo, and like fetches him out of his locker, and he's like all sad outside, and all the kids are like holding their breath and like, oh no, Mo's actually dead, and we killed him or something. It's like, he's gone. And the kids are sitting there under a tree, really sad. He's like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to open my box and see Mo's deceased mobile phone body. And I'd like to establish again, Mo is a mobile phone, not your typical living creature, but still. And then he opens a box and whoa, Mo's alive. He actually ate all the batteries out in the box. Oh, that was another thing. Like, I think the kid introduced the concept of Kit Kats or something to him. And Mo says the most iconic line is like, they're much more difficult to get the wrappers off, like those Kit Kats you taught me about or something like that. So he peeled all the batteries and apparently ate the batteries, and that brought him back to life. I don't really understand. And now Mo's back, and I don't know what that means. I don't remember how that ended. I guess happily ever after. He got his working phone again. Or maybe like Mo returned to his home planet. Did that happen? Did I just make it up? You know, I'm gonna try and Google this at the same time. Mo book. No, Mo Willems. The pigeon has got to go to school. I've never heard of this. Mo book. Mobile phone. Children's. Wake up, Mo. Maybe it wasn't called Mo. I really thought it was called Mo. Maybe it was just probably a really tiny book that no one's ever heard of. It's quite possible, you know? We don't need to do this. Children's book. Mo the mobile phone. Alien. It's not coming up. Oh wait, don't search Alien maybe. Mo the mobile phone. Doesn't exist. Oh well. Oh my god, there's so many people. Wants to catch his dragonfly. I can't let you, unfortunately. We've only got 30 seconds left. And I suppose as this rounds up, why don't we round up the episode as the timer counts down? I don't know how long it takes me to say it, so how about we go, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. I mean, any likes, comments and subscriptions are greatly appreciated, but don't feel pressured if you don't want to, and I hope we can see each other again. Turns out, it does not take as much time as I thought to save this outro, but for now, it's our farewell. So, until next time. Wait for it. Bye-bye for now. What a weird ending.